This is my path, my journey. I'm willing to explain it all to you guys. No holding back anything. I just hope you're ready for the experience, and I just hope you can handle it. Now, I'm not claiming I know. I'm just claiming that I know what I know, and what is for me, right? Because I don't think that I'm right because I don't believe in right and wrong. I just know that there is something that is, and there is what is, and what is what is. And I think that really, realistically, so many people are worried about finding the truth. There is no truth. There is only what is true to you. And some people will say that, there's a lot of people that settle in reality. They hate their job, but they settle because it's making more money than they've ever made before. Or, they settle, in life, or they settle in this and that with friendship and relationship and this and that. And it's like, really, you should be following love. Really, you should be following the feeling that you get, because that feeling dictates what's right for you. Because when I do psychedelics, right? I mean, this whole thing, YouTube talking to a camera, all that started from my spirit molecule experiences. And because of those experiences, I really dive deep with things. I don't know. And honestly, the reason why I'm still on YouTube and I didn't just completely leave YouTube is because YouTube kind of helped me with a lot. And this is the issue that I have with YouTube, because it's like YouTube changed everything for me. In the beginning, I was researching things in space, Neil deGrasse Tyson, um, space documentaries, spirit science. I started finding YouTube channels, right? I found Infinite Waters. Long before I found Terrence McKenna, I was listening to Infinite Waters. I was listening to, like I said, spirit science, many documentaries on the inner world and the outer world, things like that. Like, I've watched a lot of documentaries like that. I mean, the first thing that opened my mind was Salvia. And then I started watching those documentaries, started watching things on YouTube like that, found Infinite Waters after that, and a bunch of things after that. And then, came across Terrence McKenna, and that changed everything. And before Terrence McKenna, honestly, I have a friend who I'm still friends with, who introduced me to the pineal gland. He told me what the pineal gland was. Then he introduced me to Bob Proctor, and that put me on to The Secret and to the law of attraction, thoughts create reality, all of that. So I've had that in my mind for a long, long time, since 2013, 2014. Like, and then in 2014, I found Terrence McKenna, and everything changed. Well, actually, I think it was 2013 when I found Terrence McKenna, because it took a year after that for me to actually find the spirit molecule and actually try it for myself and see if anything that he said would hold up to the actual experience. And it did. I already had a slight belief before I went into the experience because of Terrence McKenna, because of how much passion he had in the words he spoke. But I just, I was always open minded though to think that, yeah, he might be wrong. So I tried it. And I found out, no, he wasn't necessarily wrong. It's just his point of view. I realized at that point that over time of doing it, so many times, I could talk to you guys about how I've done it this much amount of times, and I've broken through this amount of times, and but none of that really matters, because it matters what you got out of it, not how many times you've done it. It just matters what you've got out of it. So what I got out of it is that, yeah, Terrence is right, but Terrence was right for him, meaning that I can explain my experiences with the light beings and how some of them are noodleish and some of them look like, big ass just gas blobs in space, but yet the gas blob is conscious and it has a female consciousness, or one has a male consciousness. I could talk to you guys how I personally believe that I've connected with the creator with using the spirit molecule and just I don't know, diving deep with it. And it's also my intention. My intention always was to dive deep. It never was to play around. I have a different point of view than a lot of people. A lot of people go into psychedelics trying to have fun or trip balls and have have fun, go to festivals, go this. Yeah, like I've never even tripped at a festival before. Never. Never. And I just I don't know. I don't have interest in things like that. Like I have interest in diving deep, understanding reality, the next dimensions. And like I said, I could talk to you guys about the beings and the different beings and what they look like and all the different things, how they speak in different languages. And a lot of the things that Terrence said are 100% accurate in my mind. Because I've experienced it. I've experienced the speaking without syntax. I now know how to somewhat do what they do, sing objects into creation, because that's what they want you to do. And I understand that, but I've never seen the self-dribbling basketballs. I've never seen them described like that. They've always come to me either in like light being, like a noodleish humanoid being, a humanoid being that's like a gingerbread man but made of light, or they come to me in a blob, or they come to me in this like god form that's like this ginormous being, whatever, or they can come to me in this motherly form. They can come to me in a female form, look like a female, with long hair but all made of light. Or you know I've seen a lot of humanoid things. And I've also seen the little jester beings as well, like the little elf jester things. And but I've seen many different beings throughout my travels through the next dimensions with the spirit molecule. But I just think that, really, I don't know. I just think that that doesn't. There is true to me because that's what's true to me. Those are my personal experiences, so that's what I believe because I've personally experienced it and I've felt it. It's not just an experience you see; it's an experience you feel. So that's why it doesn't matter what I tell you guys. Everyone just has to find their own path, find their own way, do their own thing. You know what I mean? If it's your thing, then it's your thing. If not, then it's not. There's meditation can put you there. Not as I feel like meditation might not take you as deep, but it depends on what you're looking for. If you're just looking to enlighten to be more pieced out in the heart and love every moment, and live in the moment because you're loving every moment, I think that meditation would be great. Small experiences, one big experience, could change somebody's life forever if that's what they were looking for. But like I said, I was a deep diver from the very beginning. I've always wanted to dive deep with these things, and I wanted to understand them. And a lot of people say that they won't understand, that humans will never understand. And I disagree. Don't say humans will never understand because you don't understand. If you don't understand, then maybe it wasn't your journey or your duty to ever understand in the first place. Everyone has different paths on this planet. So instead of judging everyone else's path, just focus on your path. What is your path? I'm very comfortable in who I am. I'm very comfortable in how I think. I'm very comfortable in knowing that, I am not my name. I'm very comfortable in knowing that I'm not even what I like to do. It's much deeper than that. I'm very, I understand that Mother Nature is alive. She is a consciousness. She is a being. And we are just, creations, reflections of that same being, reflections of the whole. And oh man, it's so much bigger than that. And that was what I wanted to understand. You know what I mean? Like in my mind, I took what Terrence McKenna knew and what Dennis McKenna knew and what I listened to Alan Watts and I listened to Infinite Waters. I listened to many, many, many YouTubers talk about psychedelics and their psychedelic experiences. And I've analyzed. I don't just listen to trip reports to pass time or watch trip reports to pass time. I watch it like I'm reading a book. The way that I forget his name off the top of my head, Warren Buffett. Now the way that Warren Buffett reads like 6 chapters a day, I watch many, many, many videos a day, and a lot more than 6 videos a day. But it's just that's how I learn. And I learn from watching other people's experiences and learning from them. And I learn from taking my own experiences and learning from my own personal experiences. So many people, only learn one way. Like they consume a bunch of knowledge, consume a bunch of, other people's creations without creating any of their own creations, without giving back to the system, without giving back to the consciousness, without giving back to the whole, basically, you know. And this is just me trying to give back to the whole. YouTube deleted my YouTube channel, and that's okay because nobody will ever shut me up. I'll go to other places. I'll continue doing what I'm doing. I have all my old videos that I want to upload again, but it's just so time consuming. And I got other work that I need to do on my computer. And if I'm working on uploading videos, then I can't do other work on my computer. So it's just, it's just trying to find that balance. But I just wanted to make this video because I just wanted to, basically say, listen, I've learned from my experiences. They've put me where I am. And, a lot of people are scared to express who they are. And this is just who I am. Um, and yeah, that's really it, guys. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you want to subscribe, I'd really appreciate that. But till next time, peace.